Here I've got the Quest 3, Pico 4 and the Galaxy XR, three massive tech rivals with completely different designs, different features, different software, made by companies that are constantly trying to beat each other. But every single one of them is pulling the exact same trick on you. They all share a brain, and that brain isn't made by any of the names on the box. They all run on the same chip from a company you don't usually think about when you think headset, Snapdragon, who I partnered with on this video, and honestly I was excited to say yes because this time they've done something new and genuinely interesting and I got to try it. Now you probably know Snapdragon from your phone, right? But quietly, for years now, Snapdragon has become the single most important company in all of XR. It's powered XR since the very early days of standalone VR, and today its purpose-built MR, VR and AR chips power more than 100 different headsets and glasses. Like what's on the table right here, but also the Meta Ray-Ban display and even Microsoft's HoloLens. So the funny part is that when you buy a headset, you're not choosing a body, you're choosing the Snapdragon platform behind it, purpose-built for different kinds of XR experiences. And look, plenty of you know exactly what chip is in your headset, you probably check, but even then it's easy to miss just how much of the entire industry rests on this one company. That's the part worth sitting with for a second. As when Snapdragon makes a leap, the entire industry moves with it, and at AWE they just revealed their biggest leap yet. Okay, so why should you care? Well, this one chip is about to blur the line between VR headsets and AR glasses. It's putting AI on your face that lives right on the device and works even in airplane mode. A whole computer can now clip onto you while the glasses stay feather light, but yeah, there is a catch. Stick around and join me beyond reality. So why is this the interesting one? Well, for years, Snapdragon's XR chips had these sleepy names. XR2, then XR2 Plus Gen 1, XR2 Gen 2, and XR2 Plus Gen 2. Each one faster than the last, but honestly, so confusing. But this time, they killed the naming scheme entirely. Instead of calling it XR2 Gen 3, the new flagship is the Snapdragon Reality Elite. And I know a name change sounds like marketing, but renaming something like this usually signals a deeper shift underneath, and that's the part I really want to get into, the why behind it. But first, let me tell you what actually improved. The numbers. Fast. Compared to the previous chip, you're getting 60% more graphics power, 30% more CPU, and the big one, a neural engine that's 160% faster for AI. There's a whole stack of under-the-hood upgrades too: sharper 4.4K per eye visuals, faster memory, better pass-through. But instead of reading you the whole spec sheet, I've put it on screen because the specs aren't the point, what they unlock is. Here's the first thing that genuinely got me excited. Snapdragon built one's flagship chip that can live in totally different kinds of devices, which is actually pretty unusual. So it's not just a chip that sits inside the headset with a cooling fan. The whole goal here is to slim things down. So it runs cooler, uses less power, and does more of the AI right on the device. And that's exactly what lets the XR headsets and glasses of the near future get smaller and lighter. This same chip can power a slim headset, a pair of lightweight AR glasses, even a little compute puck you clip on you. And I got hands-on with exactly that. The XREAL AURA is the first device confirmed to use Snapdragon Reality Elite in a puck, and at AWE they confirmed it ships this fall. XREAL AURA is basically a near full XR computer, but in something around 6 times lighter than a headset, because the heavy brain clips onto you, and this is where the glasses stay light on your face. I wore it for a good while this time, and I got a real preview of what this chip can do, which I'll show you in a second. And it's not just XREAL. Play4Dream announced their next flagship MR device is getting Snapdragon Reality Elite 2. I demoed an early version at CES and it was seriously slim, so I can't wait where that goes. But here's why one chip across all these shapes is a big deal. It means VR headsets and AR glasses are about to converge. Think about it, XREAL AURA is used for spawning screens, extending your workspace, playing Switch 2 games with Gemini helping on the side. But I also played Demio on it, an actual VR style game on glasses. There are caveats, sure, but if glasses can start doing what headsets can do, then our headsets are about to get way more portable and way more more comfortable, which is honestly one of the biggest problems left in VR. The whole platform is growing up, and honestly watching XR grow up is the whole reason this channel exists, so do what Snapdragon did and quietly slip in. Subscribe. But the graphics aren't even the most interesting upgrade, the AI is. That neural engine I mentioned, the one that's 160% more powerful, it delivers up to 48 TOPS, short for a trillion operations per second, which basically measures how much AI thinking a chip can do. So the higher the number, the more it can handle right there on your face. But that's just a number, so let me tell you what it actually means. It means real AI can run directly on the device without needing to send anything off to the cloud or even be online. And that unlocks a few wild things. A full AI assistant running locally, a device that can look at the world and understand what it's seeing in about 2 seconds completely offline. It can describe your surroundings, read text, identify objects all in real time. You could have photorealistic avatars and 3D objects generated on command. So picture this, not something that just floats a screen in front of you, something that understands what you are looking at, that can spin up a 3D object when you ask, that can give Gemini an actual face and sit it across the table from you. That's not really a headset anymore, that's a thinking machine you wear. So that's the theory, but I actually got to try a couple of these things myself, and one of them genuinely made me stop. So they had an AI agent running locally on XREAL AURA that looked like a real person floating in my space. It was trained on AWE data, so I could just ask it things like where the Snapdragon booth was or which talks were worth seeing, and it answered almost instantly in a really natural way. It even generated a little 3D map in front of me showing exactly how to walk there, and I could reach out, tap a booth on the map, and it would tell me what it was. Then I also got hands-on with a generative AI app on XREAL AURA that created and edited images right in front of me. I could adjust them, enhance them, transform them on the fly, and the thing that got me was it was running entirely on the device. It wasn't pulling anything from the internet or the cloud, it just worked right there and way faster than I expected for something running on a little pug. Now, it's not ChatGPT in the cloud fast, but fast enough that I didn't feel like waiting. That's the part that's going to be a big shift, real AI that lives on your face instead of in a data center. Because think about what local AI opens up. Privacy, for one, that's a big deal. Now, we are not sure that this is going to happen, but your data could stay with you. And it could learn exactly how you work and become your personal assistant on the go. Kind of like Jarvis from Iron Man. And honestly, if I'd had this before AWE, I could have told my device to build my whole schedule around the content I make, find each company's contact info, email them to set up meetings, and lay out my days for me. I could have done that from the gym. Then once I was at the show, I could ask it to map my route and tell me when to be where in AR. But the wild part is where this goes next. Eventually, you might not need apps at all because you could just describe whatever tool you need and have it built for you on the spot. But here's the thing underneath all of it. Whoever controls the chip controls what every headset is even capable of doing, and right now that's one company. Now, before I get carried away, there are real questions we can't answer yet. Like, can a puck sitting in your pocket stay that cool? I've got a hunch, but I'll save that for when I actually get to spend real time with these devices. Also, keep in mind, a chip being capable of all this doesn't mean every device maker will actually use all of it. But here's the takeaway. It doesn't matter whose logo is on the box, it doesn't matter what they charge. Underneath almost all of it is the same empire hiding in plain sight. Whoever owns the chip owns the future of XR, and right now that's still Qualcomm's Snapdragon. Speaking of XREAL AURA, I got to spend some real time with it this time, and that full breakdown is coming next. I'm Cas, and I'll see you in the next one. XR on!